I've been fascinated for a long, long time about the word growth because anybody who is interested to improve his relationships, his life, his career, his profession, everything should focus on this word growth. And one thing that I learned about John Maxwell as his certified coach, speaker, and trainer, sabi niya, it's not enough just to grow. Yes, you can, but it's a lot better and faster if you are intentional about your growth. And this really applies sa ating mga negosyo. Kasi lahat naman tayo, gusto natin palakihin yung ating company, yung ating empire. Okay? But kung wala tayong intention, wala tayong pamamaraan wherein we can measure our growth, then supposedly after 3 years, sana we are on the expansion mode na. But after 3 years, hindi pa rin tayo nakaka-expand. Hindi tayo nakaka-alis sa ating location or isa lang yung ating branch. Yung employees natin, 5 pa rin. Yung clients natin, ganun pa rin, 100 pa rin. So, the word is growth, but it should be multiplied by intentional growth. Now, in today's episode, pag-uusapan natin about how can we grow our business. Dito tayo sa business development. Okay. If you are new to my channel and you're wondering what this channel or this podcast is all about, the word is growth. It's about being conscious on the strategies, the concepts, the methods on how to grow your business, your relationships, your career, through your own discovery, through other people, through your staff, through your employees, by learning outside of your industries, by learning sa mga mentors online or offline, by attending trainings. So dito natin yung nilalagay yung ating mga natutunan, and I want you to also share your comments, share your thoughts on ano pa yung pwede nating ma-improve the next time around on these growth strategies. So the podcast, and the title of the channel actually is The Growth Conscious, yung ating tawag nito, handle. Alright, so at the end of this discussion, mga 10 minutes, you will have a better approach in growing your business on top sa iyong ginagawa. So, ano ba yung pwede nating gawin if in case your business is no longer expanding, your business is hindi mo na ma-maximize, and worse is, it is in danger of being eaten alive by your competition or being wiped out by the marketplace. Another word aside sa growth that I like to share with you is the word leverage. Leverage is one thing that I'm also crazy because yung aking screensaver is about this concept, about Archimedes. Sabi niya, give me a fulcrum, however you pronounce it, and a place to stand, and I will move the earth. Or in other words, sabi niya, give me a lever long enough, and I will move the earth. So that's a powerful statement. So how would you like to leverage, your resources, your talent, everything na nangyayari sa iyong negosyo? I think you would love that. Okay. So there are three things that we will tackle. We will call them three leverage. Three powerful leverages in order to grow our business, our empire, and it doesn't follow if you're a network marketer, meron kang salon, meron kang car dealership, or you're just starting out as a consultant, as a speaker like me, or meron kang software, meron kang restaurant. These things will apply to your enterprise. So the good thing, the good thing about leverage is if you use it strategically, it will work on your favor. If you don't, then it's your worst enemy, right? Katulad ng utang, that is a leverage. If you use it to build your businesses, to acquire companies, to buy assets, well, that's a good leverage. But if you use it to buy other stuff unrelated sa iyong negosyo, it's about your luho, it's about maintaining that lifestyle, then that's a bad leverage. It will work against you. So one of the things that I've learned based on training, based on people na nagtuturo sa atin is in the business na meron ka ngayon, you should focus your energy on your marketing. Okay? Isa ito sa mga accelerator ng iyong business. So, marami ang nagnenegosyo, including me for a long time, na wala talagang strategy. Sanay tayo sa tinatawag na hataw. Sanay tayo sa tinatawag na, it's just about numbers game. Sanay tayo sa hirap, no? Sa pagod, puyat, talagang hustle ng hustle. Yun yung ating mantra. Okay? If you don't quit, eventually you will win. Ang umaayaw ay di nagwawagi. Ang nagwawagi ay di umaayaw. So it's pure effort, brute force, pure guts. Yun yung ating brand of doing business. But if you notice other successful companies, other people na hinahangaan mo, yes, they work hard, but more than that, they are very, very strategic. Okay? So, why napaka-importante yung marketing? Because you cannot grow your enterprise without this. Even if you're the best speaker in the world, even if you have the best software, even if your product is revolutionary, pero kung hindi ka marunong mag-market, tatalunin ka ng less inferior na product, services, or talent, or resources, or skill, but they are very good sa marketing. Okay? So, we are all impacted by great marketers. Kung mayroong tao na nag-revolutionize na nating buhay, the way we live it right now, no question yung ating mga marketers. By the way, if you guys are listening to this, especially sa mga kapwa ko driver, meron akong iniisip na talk na, Montero, mentor in a Montero. Gusto ko yung start, but due to inability natin to produce large amount of content dahil sa ating schedule. So dito na lang natin yung ibubuhos sa ating YouTube channel. But if you're like me, hilig ko rin na pag ako nagta-travel, nakikinig talaga ako ng mga podcast. I have plenty of saved na mga audiobooks, mga courses sa aking sasakyan. So 1 hour of travel, let's say Jensen to Coromandel and back, that's 2 hours of me getting mentored, getting trained by my favorite influencers. So that's what I would like to accomplish, and I would like to target also. If you are somebody na nag-drive I congratulate you for listening to this because it's a habit that will prove to be very rewarding in the near future. Kasi nga, para ka nag-aaral 2 hours a day on your commute. And it influences also the people around you sa sasakyan, especially if you're the driver, wala silang choice. Your car, your music. Okay? So I'd like to directly talk to you. Marami kasing mga entrepreneurs, mga consultants, mga business owners, they do the driving. Even though meron silang mga um, personal drivers, they would drive sila mismo kasi uh, 'di ba, it's therapeutic. Marami kang naiisip na mga ideas. Maraming lumalabas sa iyo ng mga perspectives at mga insights na normally hindi available if you are just sitting down. Okay? Iba yung power pag sa 10 minutes na. Iba yung power pag ikaw ay nagta-travel and then at the same time you're thinking. So what I did, meron akong notebook na dala-dala. If ever darating ako sa isang area na I need to pee, I need to buy something, I would write down the notes na na-learn ko sa video na yan or sa audio na yan. So these are the things, parang combination ng aking mga narinig. No? These are not my original ideas. I'd like to just pass this along sa iyo. So marketing. Okay. So, bakit ito yung tunay na labanan? Siyempre, no, marketing is really all about educating your customers. So, when you know how to educate them, they will fall in love more sa iyo as their provider rather than those na nagbebenta-benta lang na wala talagang ginagawang marketing. So, the more you educate your customers, the more you establish yourself as the trusted leader, trusted provider in your category. So, kung ito ini-improve mo lalo, mas lalong magbibigay ito ng malaking porsyento in building your company. Take for example, kung ikaw, meron kang kasalukuyang marketing budget, let's say, for the purpose of illustration, let's say 10,000 a month sa iyong advertisement. By the way, this is the problem of most people. Kaya hindi nag-grow ang negosyo nila because they only spend marketing. Naglalagay sila ng budget if the business is already dwindling, if the business is nasa life support na. Whereas, the active marketers, regardless kung ano ang status ng kanilang negosyo, they market. Like Coca-Cola, hindi mo narinig na sila, one month or 2 months wala silang marketing. So, this must be considered in your business. If you don't, it will not grow. So, let's say 10,000 a month yung budget mo. If you improve your marketing, let's say you tweak your headlines, okay? You improve your copy, okay? Then meron kang tinatawag talaga na targeted na mga audience, you know them very well. Specify mo kung sino talaga ang iyong ideal ng mga clients. Okay? If you improve on the channel, the medium na ginagamit mo, then yung 10,000 a month mo na dati, ang bigay sa'yo is, let's say, 30% na return ng investment, you can improve this. If you improve your marketing, pwede maging 50, pwede maging 60%. So, the same amount of marketing budget, but different, way different ang result na binigay sa'yo. A lot of people just spend money on marketing without really identifying kung paano nila o ano sa kanilang mga marketing strategies ang mga winners, mga talagang nagbi-build ng momentum, nagbibigay sa kanila ng result na tangible. And focus on those strategies or marketing efforts. At ano naman yung mga sablay. So seldom lang sa atin ang gumagawa ng ganyan. So we just think that basta meron tayong budget, nagbo-boost tayo, that's it. Okay, so how do you know na may, may pamamaraan ka to improve more on your uh, marketing? So within your organization, pwede ka kaagad, no? Just like kanina, sinabi ko na, you make an audit. You take time to really audit saan doon ang working and saan naman ang hindi. Another is, you can go outside of your company and find other companies sa iyong space, mga competitors mo, and study them. Ano kang ginagawa nila sa marketing nila na pwede mong i-apply in your own company. Is it possible that they must be doing something that you're not doing? Is it possible na meron silang idea, concept, pamamaraan, better kaysa sa'yo, na pwede mong ma-replicate, ma-improve, or ma-customize para sa iyong company? Another is within your organization, then outside your company, then also outside your industry. There are things na hindi mag-work, okay, sa iyong business, but can work in other business in other industries, and vice versa. Okay, take for example, yung ball pen, alam ba galing yan sa roll-on? Maraming mga inventions na hindi sa industry nanggaling, but it was outsourced na idea, na concept sa ibang industry. Ginamit nila doon sa kanilang business, grabe pala ang impact sa kanila. So, that's how you improve your marketing. Okay? In fact, this is the most important, because if you want to grow your enterprise, there are times talaga na kulang ka sa budget, kulang ka sa resources, kulang ka sa capital, human capital, kulang ka sa access. But if you're good in marketing, iba ang magiging output mo 3 to 5 years from now. Classic example, seaman, malaki yung kapital. Bumaba ng barko, nagkapital ng hardware, 5 million. So, ang kanyang asset lang talaga is yung kanyang kapital, tsaka yung kanyang guts. Pero hindi niya na pag-aralan how to market his hardware, his product and services. Whereas, yung isa, hindi siya ganun ka privilege in terms of financial capital. Pero, galing siya sa Procter & Gamble. Isa siyang marketing, nasa marketing department siya. Ang capital niya, let's say, 1M lang. After 5 years kaya, sino sa kanila ang mas magiging successful sa kanilang negosyo? It's easy to say, tatalunin ka ng much better sa'yo in marketing, kahit na may capital ka pa na malaki. So that's one. Next, that can improve our business, that can grow our business is, ito simple lang, pero most of us, hindi ito pinapansin. Strategy. Okay. I love watching World War II. Okay? Why? Kasi it's all about strategy. Yung mga gera, no? Yung mga men in uniform, if you like detective, yung mga spy na yan, they can outwit and outsmart and outstrategize their opponents na mas malaki sa kanila, mas matapang, mas well-funded because of this word, strategy. Okay? Tsaka ito isa sa mga pinaka-overlook natin sa ating negosyo. Okay? We don't strategize enough in our business. And this can transform the business overnight. So, Pacquiao. Si Pacquiao, before nakakita ng tamang coach, talagang bara-bara. Wala siyang strategy sa kanya, i-outclass niya lang at i-overwhelm niya lang ang kanyang kalaban. That's it. But in terms of adjusting, okay, studying his opponent and making adjustments along the way, every round, wala siyang ganung know-how. So it's only through Freddie Roach na naging strategic si Manny Pacquiao. And that's why, nung nagkita sila ni Mayweather, it's about strategy. Who has a better strategy each and every round? Hindi yung one punch lang, in-knock out mo yung kalaban mo. So when it comes to strategy, point system, grabe ang utak ni Mayweather. So a lot of it has to do with him being a former athlete sa Olympics. Point system talaga. So what's your strategy? Are you tactical ba or do you have that long-term strategy in your business? Kung gusto mo malaman kung ano yung barometer, kung may strategy ka wala, simple lang. Pag may mga bagong gimmick, may bagong mga development, may mga bagong let's say innovation opportunities, are you doing it strategically or are you doing it reactively? Okay? So yan yung opposite ng strategic. Okay? You're just reactive. You are just reacting. So therefore, for so long a time, you are not sticking sa isang tinatawag na strategy. And when you're strategic, you always go for what? Long-term yield. Okay? You have that mindset that you will stick with this long-term because you have long-term view. So you understand there are series of things to happen, series of actions, series of commitments, series of variables, series of planning. Okay? Marami kang dapat gagawin. For you, it's step by step. Okay? So kung wala kang strategy, yun, you're reactive ka. And then, another na dapat i-consider mo when building a business na you want to grow is your strategy ginagawa mo just because ginagawa ayan ng iba? Balik pa din tayo dun sa reactive, or are you sticking to it because it's for you something that will build? And also, another more important word is sustain your business. Marami tayo, dito lang tayo sa build phase. We start, we build, we create. But the harder part is not on the starting or the building, but on the sustaining phase. Right? So you build a marriage, you create a vow, you create a promise, but sustaining your marriage is a different thing. So, ganun din sa negosyo. No? Sa negosyo, it's all about having that mentality to do it long term, okay? To always approach it in the with the mindset that this will give your company, your enterprise, the greatest and the fastest outcome, you know, and also the safest and the most enduring outcome. Okay? Kasi if wala kang ganong mentality, if you're not strategic, then walang succession. There is no what we call succession. Yung mga strategic talaga ng mga negosyante, they are planning for not just for 1 year, 2 years. Sa kanila is 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40, 50 years. That's why naaabot nila yung 50 years because they are strategic. And even natatransfer pa nila ang kanilang negosyo on the next generation because they are strategic. So ask yourself, minus you, let's say, iniwan mo yung business mo, pumunta ka ng ibang lugar to explore other opportunities. Is there strategy in place na pagbalik mo, hindi lang siya ganun, kundi lumaki palalo? Ayan. So that's the importance of strategy. And strategy will make your business stronger and stronger over time. Okay? Tsaka kung merong mga hardships, may mga adversities, your strategy will bring your team tighter. Okay? They will become even more competitive and resilient. Kung wala kang strategy, everybody is just tactical, they're doing things, pero they're not streamlined, they're not aligned sa yung mga goals, then eventually you will collapse. So, next, aside sa strategy, another important thing is the word capital. Okay? How do you manage your capital? Ako, talaga, honestly, failure ako dito. I have lost millions and millions of pesos. I've gained millions, but I've also lost millions because I don't know, how to manage my capital. So there are lots of capital, financial capital, relational capital, okay? Ano pa? Human capital, napakarami. Okay? Also intellectual, human capital, your intellectual strength, okay? Knowledge mo, that's that's capital. So yung tatlo na yun, yung kasi capital, tsaka strategy, tsaka yung marketing, they are all related. But this capital of yours will help you sustain your marketing, will help you become more strategic kasi nga may pera ka. Okay? So one thing that I'd like to focus more in this discussion is yung tinatawag na human capital as a human capital. As a training consultant, I believe that isa to sa mga pinaka-overlook na aspects of business building. Maraming mga business owners, mga CEOs, they invest on their systems and their softwares. They invest on their infrastructure, okay? They invest sa kanilang securities, okay? Systems like cybersecurity. Okay? Marami silang ginagawang effort to grow their business, except they forgot ang kanilang pinaka-importante na asset sa kanilang negosyo. Kung walang iba kundi kanilang tao. Right? The human capital. Example, kung nag-spend ka ng, let's say, magkano bang sweldo? For the sake of discussion, let's say nagsisweldo ka sa empleyado mo ng, no, not dollars. Ito, 30,000 a month. Ang sweldo mo sa kanila. Okay? And you will do that for the next, let's say, for 1 year, that's 360. Okay? 360,000 times 5 years, 5 times 6, 30. 5 times 3, 15. That's, okay, 1.8 million. Right? Ang gagastusin mo sa isang empleyado na nagsasweldo sa'yo ng 30,000 a month. And, ito yon, whether mag-produce sila, let's say this one is giving you an output of, so in terms of sales, let's say a month 300,000 din. Okay? So whether mag-produce sila ng 300,000 or 500,000 a month, ang sweldo mo sa kanila is fixed 30,000, right? So, kung 300,000 ang sweldo mo sa kanila, times 12, 10%, 12 months, they are producing 3.6 M per year. Tama ba? Na volume. So, what if ito bumaba for whatever reason? Hindi 300,000 na produce na. Sometimes 150, sometimes 200, sometimes 100, sometimes 250. It could be erratic, di ba? May mga ganun talaga na mga months na hindi sila nakaka-produce. Still, ang bayad mo pareha. Tingnan mo if you invest sa iyong staff, you train them, for example, you just increased their effectivity by 20% lang. Okay? So they're producing 360K a month. Okay? Times 12 months, magkano yan? Mahina ako sa math. Where's my calculator? You see the difference now? Same sweldo, Same sweldo. Okay, dali. So if you're listening to this still, congratulations, because you've added another strategy, another concept in your business. Or, na-remind kita ulit sa babanda yan. Ito to. Okay, 360,000 times 12. That's 4.3. 4.3 M in a year. Versus, pagkano? 3.6. So, multiplied by 5 years times 5, 4.3. Okay? 4.3 times 5 years. This is 21.5 million. Ito naman, 3.6 times 5. This is 18 M. So, ang laki ng difference. Sa isang tao pala yan. Now, if you have, let's say, 12 or 20 na tao, all because you understand, you are aware, you are intentional in growing them. Okay? So, katulad din sa marketing kanina, di ba? If ini-improve mo yung ads mo, ini-improve mo yung marketing effort mo, ini-improve mo yung sources kung saan ka kumukuha ng mga clients mo, you found out na kung doon pala galing sa website, mas quality sila na clients, so you focus more on that aspect. So why not you do the same sa iyong mga tao? Why not have the same approach sa iyong human capital. Okay? Ganun ka ano yun, ganun ka ka-rewarding kung tinitrain mo yung mga tao mo. If you spend dollars in training them, they will give you 10 times, 20 times, sometimes 200 times return. Ito, basic na lang. For the sake of discussion, let's say you have 100 na tao. 100 na employees. Let's say, tinuruan natin sila about time management. Ayan, basic na mga topic. Time management. About customer. Okay? Service. Tinuruan natin sila on how to handle, okay, crisis management. Tinuruan natin sila how to close sales, close deals. Tinuruan natin sila, ito paborito ko, no? Proud to say this is my forte, about leadership, about communication. Okay? Okay? What if yung mga staff mo, you help them to, ito another skill na dapat meron sila, ito yung related to that is interpersonal skills. So 100 employees na train natin sila. Let's say out of 100, meron dyan talagang 20% na nag-stand out. And itong 20% na to knows how to manage time. Magaling sa customer service. Crisis management, wala nang masyadong internal problem ang kumpanya mo. They have higher percentage in closing sales. They are leaders in their own right. They can manage ang kanilang mga sakop on their end. They are very good sa kanilang communication. Okay? Written and oral. Okay? They can speak with high caliber ng mga suppliers, ng mga clients. They can go out and look for resources. Okay? Look for funding. Okay? Look for partners. Look for tie-ups because of their ability to communicate. Another is yung interpersonal skills nila. So, ano yung epekto nito sa itong 20% lang sa iyong negosyo na na-train mo on this? Wow! Wala ka ng problema sa mga spillage na nasasayang ng mga oras. They maximize their time. Customer service mo, they can close sales, higher sales. Yung customers mo hindi nawawala because they know how to keep them, they know how to honor, to celebrate, they know how to upsell, cross-sell, they know how to negotiate. Okay? Then leadership, ito talaga. Kahit magpunta ka sa ibang branch, hindi magko-collapse ang iyong business because this 20%, they know how to lead. Okay? They buy sa iyong mission. They know how to make your company competitive. Okay? So, imagine, ito, nag-improve lang sila dito, let's say 30%. 30% on this area. 30% on this area. Yung dati na ginagawa ng 100 na empleyado mo, nagagawa ngayon ng 20 na lang. 20%. What will happen to this? The remaining employees? Well, pwede mo silang magamit pa sa ibang aspeto ng iyong negosyo. Okay? Or, Kung ikaw, nagtitipid ka ngayon, you want to maximize ang finances mo, hindi mo kailangan ng 100, baka 50 lang, tapos na yung trabaho mo. So you can free up other pera or resources that you can use to expand your business. And with this, kung mag-expand ka ng negosyo mo, you have more chances, kumbaga sa raffle pa, of winning, of making it big, because you have trained na mga tao. Okay? And another that I'd like you to take advantage, why it's important, essential, at integral na parte ng yung negosyo to train them, it is because you want to produce after 5 years leaders. May succession dapat. Hindi mo mapapalaki ang company mo kung yung tao mo na rookie ngayon, after 5 years, rookie pa rin. Okay? Tsaka siya hindi niya na nagugustuhan rin ng kanyang trabaho kasi pabalik-balik. There is no growth. There is no advancement. Hindi siya na-promote. So ito, wala kang choice kundi talagang mag-branch out ka. And if you branch out, you need more people, that's good sa iyong negosyo. Yung mga tao mo dati nag-start lang na clerk, after 5 years, tumaas ang ranko nila, 2 level. Okay? So that's one thing that you can benefit if you maximize the human capital, if you invest money, time, effort, energy sa kanila for their training and development. Another that I want you to integral na parte ng yung negosyo to train them, it is because you want to produce after 5 years leaders. May succession dapat. Hindi mo mapapalaki ang company mo kung yung tao mo na rookie ngayon, after 5 years, rookie pa rin. Okay? Tsaka siya hindi niya na nagugustuhan rin ng kanyang trabaho kasi pabalik-balik. There is no growth. There is no advancement. Hindi siya na-promote. So ito, wala kang choice kundi talagang mag-branch out ka. And if you branch out, you need more people, that's good sa iyong negosyo. Yung mga tao mo dati nag-start lang na clerk, after 5 years, tumaas ang ranko nila, 2 level. Okay? So that's one thing that you can benefit if you maximize the human capital, if you invest money, time, effort, energy sa kanila for their training and development. Another that I want you to consider is, itong mga tao na to, let's say, itong 20%, ito yung mga leaders mo talaga, di ba? They can also help you what? Innovate. Okay, that's one thing. They can help you create other complementary products. They can help you train your people. Okay? They can offer solutions sa iyong mga problema. They became part of your think tank team. Okay? So, isipin mo yung ano yung luxury na may mga tao talaga na strategic, magaling mag-market, mga leaders, maaasahan mo, na pwede mong gawing manager on your next branch. You can never do that pag wala kang investment in your human capital. Okay? So, if you don't question your business in terms of your capitalization, then your business will collapse. Kasi, from day 1 hanggang ngayon, ang binibigay sa'yo, based on your capital, is the same result pa rin. Whereas, if you're always challenging yourself, how can I improve my capital? How can I leverage my existing na mga resources? Ang aking mga tao. Paano ko sila lalo pa magiging lalo pa silang magiging magaling. Okay? So that is a responsibility na dapat mong gampanan as a CEO, as a business owner to your organization. Because when these people, when they are trained, you have just leveraged yourself. Okay? Hindi lang ikaw ang nag-iisip kung ano ang para sa kumpanya mo na maganda, na strategic. Hindi lang ikaw ang namumblema kung saan kumuha ng pera, kumuha ng funds, kung saan kumuha ng mga partners. Hindi lang ikaw nag-iisip ano pa yung mga hidden opportunities na available that you can entertain, that could bring windfall, okay? Profit sa iyong negosyo. Hindi lang ikaw ang nag-i-examine, nag-i-evaluate, okay? Nag-o-observe kung anong pwede na mga possibilities, no, in your business. So, yung malalaking kumpanya, Apple, Nike, no, hindi lang sila malaki dahil sa kanilang products and services. They know how to maximize, optimize, and leverage their capital in pera, resources, relationships, their brand, capital nila yung brand nila. But most of all, their people. So that's why I'm so passionate about people development. Kasi kung meron kang bagay na gusto mo talagang magpapalaki ng iyong negosyo, okay, that will be your long-term strategy, focus on this. Do not just train them dahil gusto mo silang pagalitan. Dahil naisip mo na kailangan pala, you become reactive and impulsive. You just don't train and equip them kasi may excess ka na pera. But this is part of your long-term strategy. And this can also be your unique selling proposition or value proposition that anybody na nagtansak sa iyong negosyo, they are assured that they will be entertained, they will be helped, assisted by that most well-equipped, trained, and professional na mga empleyado sa buong industriya. How's that for a value proposition? When you do business with us, we can guarantee you exceptional services. We can guarantee you tao na may mga magandang karakter, attitude, integrity. They are competent, they are confident, they are equipped, and they have your best interest. Yan yung asset namin sa aming kumpanya. And worst comes to worst, what if, for example, by some stroke of bad luck, dinenggoy kayo ng isang malaking financiers ninyo, nawala ang kumpanya. Okay? You still have your people. They will migrate kasama ka. Ganun yun. Okay? So your people na dati empleyado lang now becomes your asset. Okay? And you have to continue to build, protect, and enrich that asset. So I hope you guys learned something this session sa ating podcast. So, balik tayo. First, to be growth-oriented sa iyong negosyo, be particular sa iyong marketing. Then, be very strategic. And then, maximize your capital. So, ikaw pa lang ang gumagawa niyan ngayon kasi you have not trained these people yet. What if 12 months from now, meron kang 20 na tumutulong sa'yo sa marketing. You know, itong mga tao mo to, tulad na ginagawa ng Salesforce. Ang mga marketers nila, mga tao nila. Okay? They are hundreds of billions na kumpanya. So, ang gumagawa ng content nila, ang nagbo-boost, okay? Nag-i-spread ng kanilang brand. Ang kanilang mga tao. Okay? Another thing that I want you to take note is, you cannot serve your clients. You cannot grow them if you don't grow your people first. Right? Para bang, are you really successful kung marami kang mga natulungan pero intentionally winasak mo ang iyong pamilya? You destroyed your marriage? Pinabayaan mo yung mga anak mo? The same is true sa negosyo. You will become more successful if you take good care by helping, growing, championing the success of your people first. Okay? That's where nagiging asset mo sila to help you in your marketing. Okay? Kasi kahit anong galing ng ads mo dyan, pero yung mga tao mo na nakausap ng mga customers mo, mga bastos at walang modo at walang integridad, people who blackmail you, mga tao na nagnanakaw sa'yo, so good luck. Then, strategy, then capital. So, tatlo pa lang yan. Actually, we have more concepts and principles to help you grow your business. Again, it's not just to build and create, it's for you to sustain your business long term. By the way, if you guys are interested about this, about empowering your people, about the concepts and anong mga training na pwede ibigay sa kanila, we can give them world-class training. This is not just a one-time event. This must be a series of events. Okay? From now on, make it your strategy from the get-go that growing your employees, part yan ng inyong prinsipyo, part yan ng inyong culture. We don't do it in the blink of an eye. It's because there's a need for it, but it's a culture of developing, empowering, and valuing our beloved staff, employees, partners sa aming kumpanya, sa aming organization. So, contact me for more information. We'll design. Actually, we have ready a training. And if you want to customize it, we can. So that mas lalong magiging magaling ang iyong mga empleyado. And this will be your ultimate advantage compared sa iba that they've been for a long time busy borrowing money para makabili ng mga magagandang mga software, malalaking warehouse, maraming mga sasakyan, van, and all that. But yung mga tao nila, pobre rin gihapon. It's like, for me, it's a shame. Ang laki-laking simbahan. Ganda-ganda ng basketball court. Okay? Grabe ang mga equipment sa loob. Kompleto. Mga world class. Magaganda ng mga amenities. Pero ang mga miyembro sa simbahan, pobre kaayo. Something is wrong with that. Right? So, more about this, contact me for more information and concepts. My name is Marvin Alegre. Like you, always conscious sa kanyang growth. And I encourage you from now on to make it your priority to be intentional to your growth. Because when you do, when you grow yourself, when you equip yourself, when you train yourself, domino effect. Your people will love you more, because nakikita nila that through your teachings, through your examples, through your principles, through your actions, they are also growing. Okay? So you can help them grow if you also grow. So see you next time.